Bloom's taxonomy is a useful tool for writing learning outcomes. It identifies different areas of student understanding of ideas and concepts. In this presentation, you will see each of the levels presented along with a list of potential verbs that you can use in your outcomes. The first basic level is remembering. This requires students to recall or remember information. Verbs associated with remembering include list, define, repeat, memorize, state. Once students are able to identify the knowledge base for your discipline, the next step is for understanding, for them to be able to explain or identify the ideas and concepts. Verbs associated with understanding: classify, describe, explain, identify, paraphrase. After understanding is applied, and this requires students to use that information in a new way. Verbs that are associated with apply include choose, demonstrate, employ, illustrate, operate, schedule, use, solve, write. The next level is analyze. This requires students to distinguish between parts. Verbs associated with analyze include appraise, compare and contrast, distinguish, examine. Evaluating is the next step. This requires students to justify a stand or decision. Verbs associated with evaluating include argue, defend, judge, select, support, evaluate. The last and highest level is creating. This requires students to create a new product or point of view. Verbs associated with creating include assemble, construct, design, develop, or formulate. When writing learning outcomes, it's important to consider Bloom's taxonomy and the levels of learning that you expect for your students. Ensuring that students have the knowledge base in introductory courses and the creating ability in the mastery courses is important. If you would like to review these verbs without the presentation, Google Bloom's taxonomy and you'll come up with several options online.